Next, our structural design pattern is bridge design pattern. Is previously we talked about for this decorator design pattern, another facade design pattern. Next design pattern is bridge design pattern. From the definition point of view, the bridge design pattern is nothing but it decouples that abstraction from its implementation. We'll look on to that definition. The bridge design pattern allows you to separate that abstraction from its implementation. Bridge design patterns is another type of structural design pattern. We'll check the importance of that bridge design patterns. We'll see without bridge pattern. Suppose if one client is asking about developing a software regarding for that vehicle information, I need to create the bus can be assembled as well as a produce. Similarly, for that bike should be assembled as well as a produce. Need to maintain for that structure. Mean how sometimes you need to implement for that car. Again, you need to write car is a class and reuse that same the code. So it is looking not a professional way. So that we should be use a bridge design pattern. Suppose the bridge design pattern from the definition it decouples that abstraction from its implementation. What is where I need to implement that assembled as well as a produce from its abstraction level, so that I need to create an workshop is an interface. From the two concrete classes I need to create, one is a produce, another one is assemble. One abstract class I need to create. You can add as many as number of concrete classes, bus, bike, car, whatever it may be. So this is what normal UML diagram for the bridge design patterns. We'll write a Java program for the design pattern, so you can understand what is the interface, what are the this is workshop is an interface and vehicle is an abstract class. These are the concrete classes of the respective interface as well as an abstract classes. So how it going to be decouples that abstraction from its implementation, we'll see from the diagram. We'll go to our Eclipse IDE. Now we'll create our project. Now the new first create a Java project. This is I create bridge design pattern demo, bridge design pattern demo. I finish. I don't create for this one. Bridge design pattern demo I created. First I need to create a package for this one. Create a package. I simply add the name package so that a package has been created. First from the definition what I need to create, first I need to create an interface. What is the name of that interface? Workshop is the name of that interface. First create interface name workshop. While creating name of the class as well as interface, you should be follow that Pascal case sensitivity. The Pascal case sensitivity, the first character should be always that capital letter. While representing for that variable or the method, camel case sensitivity. So the camel case is nothing but the first letter must be a small letter. Okay. First I need to create an interface. The name of the interface is workshop. I define a method here. I define a method, name it as a work. It is public void. Name is a method, work method I define. That's it. Now I create two concrete classes. One concrete class is produce. The name is produce, since I am following that Pascal case, since it is a class name, since it is a public. It implements that methods from what is an interface, what is the name of that interface. Workshop is name of that interface. I can override the method. What is the name of the method here? Abstract method is work is a method. I can write over here. Publicly defined public void work is a method. Now I'm writing system.out.print. Simply I can use the method It is produced. Okay, it is produced. Similarly, for creating one more class from the diagram, I will show you the diagram. First I create workshop interface, produce, then I am creating assembled class. Assemble, yes, EMBLE assemble class. Since it is also public, assemble, 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 the name, let me change the rename of the file, assemble.java, excellent. And implements, it is implements workshop, implements the workshop. I'm writing the code for override the method public void work. Here I'm using and assembled system dot out println using and assembled. I'm using I'm writing one printable statement and assembled in assemble class, and the produce and produced in that produce class. That's it. One part I completed this side. Now I complete for writing a code for that vehicle for bridge design pattern. For this I need to create an abstract class. For that vehicle is an abstract class, so that new class, since it is an abstract class, mark it as an abstract. So the vehicle is an abstract class. Now I finish. I create an abstract class vehicle. So, now create two variables are required, that is protected. What the type of that variable I required? I required variable for that assemble as well as a variable for producer. I need to access the methods of that assemble class. One variable is required. I need to access the members of that produce class. So one more variable method. What type of that variable I need to create? I need to create these two classes are defined under that workshop, so that workshop type of that variable. So let me create one variable name. W1 is access. My intention is W1 is the type of the variable is workshop. I can access any one of that concrete class. Similarly, workshop, sorry, spelling mistake, workshop W2. I create the two variables. My intention is W1 is accessing for that one variable, so W2 is accessing for that another class members. Also I can create one constructor. That constructor is protected. This is also protected. The name of that vehicle constructor, it is a constructor. It having two variable, the type workshop of W1 as well as workshop of W2. Now I need to differentiate the W1 as with W1 and this dot W2 equal to W2. Now I need to create one more abstract class, abstract method. The name of the method is manufacture. Manufacture is the name of that method. It is a type. It is a public void method. Publicly I can use public void, since it is an abstract one, so that abstract, so spelling mistake, abstract, abstract. So you need to create one more method. So I can manufacture either a car or a bike. I can use an abstract method, abstract public void manufacture. So this is what a vehicle class I define, vehicle abstract class I define. what it will be contained, two variables, that is a protected variables, the type of that workshop variables I can define. One constructor I define, the type of that constructor is two argument constructors I define, and one abstract method I define. Now I need to define two concrete classes which will be defined under this vehicle. The concrete classes of the first concrete class, I need to define the bike concrete class. So it is bike concrete class, it should be the public. So it is a concrete class, so that it extends what it extends vehicle, it extends that vehicle. Now I need to define a constructor which is a public constructor I required. It is a public constructor, it initialize the public. This bike could use the two class members of the produce as well as assemble, so that I should be instantiated the two variables are required. What type of the variable I required? So the type of the variable, workshop variable I required, let it be workshop variable, workshop variable, w1 variable is required, another one workshop w2 variable is required. Okay, this w1 w2 must be belongs to this vehicle, so that the vehicle already will be defined for these two variables. So how can I use? Using one keyword named this super keyword of w1 comma w2, it tells to that these two will be of the type of that vehicle. Okay, that is what constructor. Now in this vehicle abstract, in this abstract class, I define one abstract method manufacturer. I need to override that manufacturer in this bike class. Public void, what is the name of the method? The name of the method is manufacturer, right? The name of the method is manufacturer. I copy and paste public void manufacturer. What I need to write? I need to write system.out.print. I need to print. So my intention is what? My intention it is bike. My intention is something. Okay, so bike has assembled and produced. So I need to call this method bike has produced and assembled. So first I need to call this method, then after that assembled method I need to call it. So that how can I write the first w1 is belongs to for that produce, so that I can write w1 dot work method I call. Once if it is a call bike produce, this method is called produced. And if I call this w2 dot work method call, what will be happen? This w2 work method, it is called under that assembled class, so that and assembled information. So whenever you call in you create an object, automatically with an object you call this manufacturer object, what will be happened? So it will be print bike produced as well as and assembled, that one information has to be displayed. So this is for the bike. Similarly I can write for that car also, and create a class name is car extends vehicle. Now in the similar way, how can I write the same thing? I just copy over here and simply I paste it. Since it is car, right? So car, the same workshop 1 as well as a workshop 2, and super keyword w1 as well as a w2, because it tells to that vehicle. Since already we are using a variable type of that w1 w2 the constructor, so that I can use the super keyword. Since it is manufactured, the same override method. Since I am writing the car, this is a car, right? Simple write the car the same car produced and assembled, that information has to be displayed. So this is what normal generally what is the diagram has completed. So the definition, this is an abstraction, this is an implementation. A bridge design pattern, so from the definition what is a bridge, it allows to separate the abstraction from its implementation. So that is a bridge design pattern. Only the one class is balanced, that is end user that is end user, right? End user class, it contains the public static void main. Yeah, now you are creating an objective for to whom you are creating an objective for this vehicle class you are creating. So through that vehicle class, what going to be happen? Now vehicle class, let it be create an object of that vehicle class using new operator, allocating that memory. For example, first I need to create for that bike, let it be the bike. It contains how many bike have, the bike is having for a constructor, the bike is having the two constructor, right? The two I need to instantiate it. What is the two? Again I need to instantiate the two. The first one is what going to be instantiated, my intention, the first produce I need to instantiate it. So that first I need to instantiate the first produce class, the first produce class, and the second variable going to be instantiated, the second variable in the bike workshop W2. So that is for my intention is assemble, so that I can use for that assemble new ASSEMBLE, assemble, that's it. So now we're creating an object v1. Now using v1, now what I have to do, v1 dot manufacture, you call that v1 dot manufacture, what will be happen, so the bike content will be happen. Similarly you can call for creating for that next vehicle. So what is the next vehicle? VH, next vehicle, create an object for that v2. So the same new, this is for car, it is also having the two, one is new, so produce, and second one is new, assemble. Okay, now you call the object2 dot the same manufacture, yeah, exactly, manufacture, yeah, finish. Now we'll run the program, we'll see what will be that output will come. What will be the output, what is expected the first output, we're expecting that first output. Can anyone guess what is an expect, what happened? v1 dot manufacture, so creating an object for the v1 dot manufacture. So this is a v1 dot manufacture, where it going to be implemented, v1 dot manufacture. So end user, where v1 dot manufacture, before that what has to be instantiated, it has to be instantiated the produce as well as an assemble, right? Produce, it prints what? Produce, and assembled, it prints that and assembled. And what it is to be manufactured, actually manufacture the bike. So what it has to be manufactured, I'm calling this one w1 dot v1 dot manufacture bike. It is to be produced, it is to be produced and assembled. Can I expect bike produced and assemble? You will get this type of output. We'll check whether we'll get that output or not. We'll check for that. Yeah, bike produced and assembled. So similarly we'll check for that car also will be the same, car produced and assembled. Okay, this is a bridge design pattern. I hope that you can understand that bridge design pattern. We'll see for that next design pattern. Thank you for watching.